And when we present it as like, hey, earn money, have trips, have fun, do this, like, yeah, that's great. But when you do that, people aren't going to, like, you get the people who that's all they want to do and they actually don't want to work. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Spam Squad. Today, we're going to be talking about not pimping out your company. We don't want to pimp out our company because no one cares about your company. Honestly, they don't. We are all very selfish and we really just care about ourselves. Here's your spammy message for the day. You ready? Okay, so this is what it says. Who wants to go to Vegas for free next year and needs an extra source of income? The hair and skin company I'm with has over 700% growth in the past 3 years. The time to get involved with something is during momentum, which is now. If you're not obsessed with your hair and skincare routine and you're looking for a fun way to earn cash, right there. If you're not obsessed with your hair and skincare routine and you're looking for a fun way to earn cash and trips, we need to talk. Okay, so there's lots of things going on in this post. So let's break it down and talk about what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And this is one thing, like I remember way back in the day when I was 23 years old when I joined my very first network marketing company. And it was a party plan company. And when I had to go to a party, like they had everything scripted out on what to do. And it felt really like I was stepping out of my comfort zone, just joining a network marketing company and going to people's houses and having to do parties and all of that. Like just that alone was hard enough. But one of the things that they had you do, you had a flip book. And the first probably 4 or 5 pages were all about the company and how awesome the company was. And it was debt free and it got started here. And this is about the founders and all that stuff. And I was watching as I was going through this, trying to be excited about it, right? Because this is this is what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to make money. So I'm going to do what my upline tells me to do. And you could just see everyone was like, oh, honey, we don't care. Like that was the look they were giving us. It was one of those like, you know, those looks where people just, they really don't care. And so when we talk about how your company has 7% or 700% growth over the past 3 years, and you need to join during momentum, all of that, people don't care. And the people who do care about and that are going to like jump on that bandwagon, they are ones that are looking for get rich quick. You know, you see people who they jump ship in their network marketing company because a whole new network marketing company just came out and they're like, ooh, ground floor opportunity. I'm going to go make money. And they jump over there and guess what? They don't make money there either. And then they're like, network marketing sucks. Well, it's because you're doing it wrong. That's why. And so leading with that, all about the company, no one cares about your company. No one cares. Then it goes into, so it's a a hair and skincare company. The thing that confused me, I had to read a few times, is if you're not obsessed with your hair and skincare routine, but you're looking for ways to, a fun way to earn cash. So really what she's saying right here is if you don't love your hair and your skin, the products are going to help you with that. And they're also going to help you earn trips and earn extra money. So that's what she's trying to say. Right here, when you say who wants to go to Vegas for free and earn extra money, you're getting people who want stuff handed to them because they're getting free stuff. They're not going to work for it. And they just want to just make a lot of money. Like that's really the people you're attracting with posts like this. Now, if you just want to have a whole team of people who sign up and they don't really do anything, go for it. Post stuff like this. But I don't like those kind of people on my team. So the purpose of this is you're trying to get team members. That's really the whole purpose of this post. So let's say that I just want a trip to Vegas with my company and I'm super excited about it. And I want other people to be able to do that too. So that's kind of the feel that I was getting from this post. So if that's the case, how do we create a post that's not spammy, that's actually going to talk to the people that we want to bring into our business, the people who are business builders, who are really going to embrace what this is, this whole business, and not be kit snatchers, because I've had people on my team before when I used to recruit like this. And when you recruit people like this, they tend to be whiners. They tend to want everything handed to them. If they're not making money, it's your fault, so it causes so much more issues than if you just did it the right way. Like, I would much rather have 5 to 10 like freaking awesome business builders than 1,000 downline that like you have to babysit. My team right now is not very big. I have 7 people. That is it. But that's because that's all I want. And I'm teaching them to really build really, really well, build their customer base, build those kind of things. And I make as much from that as I did with having hundreds of people on my team, because you can get really narrowed down and you get very picky on who it is that you have on your team. So if I'm going to write a post about this, what does the post look like? How do we do this so that way it's not spammy? We're going to first say, okay, so I just want a trip, right? And then I could do like a picture of me like all excited, right? And say, oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. I just earned a trip to Vegas. You don't put that word free. Free automatically, like it triggers something in your brain where people are like, what's the catch? Okay. So if I just say, I just earned a trip to Vegas and I am so excited because I have needed a vacation. I have been building my business, and because there's work involved. You have to let people know there's work involved, because there is. You all know that there is. And when we present it as like, hey, earn money, have trips, have fun, do this. Like, yeah, that's great. But when you do that, people aren't going to, like, you get the people who that's all they want to do and they actually don't want to work. So I say, I've been working so hard on my business over the last 6 months and I can't believe I finally hit my goal. So that's how you talk about that. And then say, what are your goals? I would love to hear stories about how, like, you could do this in a live too. And you can say, I'd love to hear stories about something that you worked really hard for and what it is that you did and how you felt when you accomplished that. So that's kind of like the part 1 of this, right? And so that's how I'd bring in what I just did. And then you turn around on them, because yes, it's about me, about what I just did, but you're going to ask about them. That's how we do the arrows out. Even though I talked about me, we're going to turn it and ask our audience for the arrows out. What is something that you've done? Then in the comments, you can be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And there's going to be tons of different stories that you have in your comments. This is a very engaging post. And so once you start getting all of the comments coming through on this engaging post, you can either comment on the post or you can create another post. So let me kind of talk to you about like algorithm. So we'll just use Facebook algorithm because most people are using Facebook to do things like this. So with the Facebook algorithm, if you do a post and nothing happens, no one likes it, no one comments, like it just sits there, the next post, less people are going to see it because you posted something and people don't like it. But when you post something and it gets a lot of comments, a lot of like even likes, emojis, all of those kind of things, the next time you post, more people are going to see it. Okay. So that's kind of how you can play to the algorithm. So if you have a lot of people that have commented on it, the next post that you post, more people are going to see that one. So I would kind of look at it and say, did I get a ton of comments on this one? If I didn't, I would just comment on my post. So that way, at least the people who commented are going to see my response. Where if a ton of people commented, more than likely, they're all going to see the next post that I do. So that's just kind of some strategy of how to post. So now I want to talk about, like, I want to get some recruits and say, recently this is if I'm doing a new post, I shared about how I was able to earn a trip to Vegas. And I am on a mission to be able to help other people do this too, through starting their own business. And then you can kind of talk about what that looks like what's the problem that you solve with creating your business, right? So you can say, I'm looking for a few people to join my team, and just say, like, I'm really picky about who it is that I work with. Like, I'm straight up, I say that. And say, I'm looking for people who are struggling with this. They are looking for an opportunity to be able to do this. These are the, like really make it like a job application. So look at other job applications that are out there and say, these are the things that I want and these are the things I don't want. Like, make it so that they have to apply, because then people are going to read that, and that the people who are the right fit, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's me. So it was interesting. Here at Social Tenacity, we have been hiring lately. lately, and we put out a job post, and it was very, very specific. It went through and it said, okay, I'm looking for someone that has this kind of communication style. These are the characteristics that this person has. In this kind of situation, this is how this person acts. And we really mapped out the perfect person that I wanted in this one position. And the feedback that we got tons of great candidates for this position. And all of them are like, usually I don't apply for things like this, but I read that and I was like, oh my gosh, that is me. I have to do this. And so if you do that same thing with who you want on your team, you're going to be attracting the right people. You're going to get business builders. You are going to, those people who are just like tire kickers, kid snatchers, all of that, that's not them. And so you're not going to have them on your team, and it's going to make it so much easier. So that is how it's a couple step strategy here. But when you actually have strategy behind what you're doing on social media, you're going to get way better. So there is your tip for the day. Go out there. Let's not be spammy.